Hi, my name is Wintersgill from Knitting in the Red, and today we're going to talk about how to knit a Longways striped scarf on circular needles. So here I have a circular needle, and I am knitting a Longways striped scarf. In order to do this, cast on at least 200 stitches. That will give you the length of the scarf that you need. If you need more than 200 stitches, you can cast on more. When you are knitting on circular needles and you are knitting a larger project, the cable at the bottom is going to hold most of your stitches so that when you're working, you don't get tired out, and it's just a more ergonomic solution for knitters instead of having to use long straight needles to hold a lot of stitches. So as we're knitting our Longways stripes, we're going to knit a couple of rows, and we're going to make our stripes as thick or as thin as we want them to be. So when you have reached the end of one row and you want to change colors, you're just going to pick up the next color that you want to use, hold it behind your work, and start knitting. And another tip for circular needle knitting is that when these stitches are on this cable, try not to pull them down because they might become too tight around the diameter of this cable. And if your needle is a bigger size, it's going to be harder to push the stitches back onto the needle. Continue knitting along your entire scarf until you want to change colors again, and then do so by holding the yarn in the back of your work and begin knitting with a new color. It's easier if you just pick up the next color and start knitting with it rather than cutting all the different colors and having to weave in ends. So in order to minimize all of that weaving in, you can just pick up the color that you would like to use in the back where it's hanging on the side where you previously knitted with it, and start knitting with it again. My name is Wintersgill from Knitting in the Red, and you just learned how to knit a Longways striped scarf on circular needles.